Hi everyone, this video is a short introduction to visible mending, and the goal is to show you how little you actually need to start repairing your clothes. You don't need advanced techniques or special patterns or a full setup. You can begin with just a needle, some thread, and a simple stitch. Visible mending is something you can go really deep into, whether it's sashiko, darning, or embroidery, and it can become very detailed, even very artistic. But at its core, it's really about shifting how we see wear. Repair is often about hiding damage, making it look like nothing ever really happened, but visible mending does the opposite. It celebrates it. There's also something more personal that happens when you mend. Clothing holds memories, and if you sew it, also holds your time and your work. And when you repair something by hand, you spend some time with it, you notice the fabric more, the wear, the way it moves, and that builds an even deeper connection to the garment. And it makes it harder to see clothing as disposable, and it makes it easier to keep it in use. So, what do you actually need to start? Well, the short answer is not much. You need a needle, you need thread, you need scissors, you need something to hold the fabric like pins or clips. And that's enough. There's also tools that can make things easier, like a thimble or marking tools, but they're not essentials. And what matters more is understanding how your materials behave. A basic hand sewing needle, often called a sharp, will work for most fabrics and everyday repairs. It's thin, it moves easily through woven cloths. If you are using a thicker thread, like embroidery thread or wool, you can use an embroidery needle. It will help because it has a larger eye, so the thread doesn't fray as you stitch. And if you're doing a lot of repeated stitches, like reinforcement, a longer needle, such as a sashiko needle, can make that process smoother and more efficient. For thread, a simple all-purpose cotton thread is a good place to start, especially for lighter fabrics and for more subtle repairs. If you want something more visible or a bit stronger, embroidery thread is a great option, and you can even adjust the thickness by using more or fewer strands. There are also threads made specifically for mending, like sashiko thread, very durable, especially for high wear areas. And for knits or heavily worn spots, wool or mending yarn can be useful because it adds softness and flexibility. In general, thicker thread spreads out wear and adds durability, while thinner thread blends in more. If you are darning, there are a few simple tools that can help. A darning egg or mushroom can hold the fabric in shape while you work, especially for curved areas like socks or elbows. You can also use a small darning loom or loop tool to speed up the weaving. Again, these are helpful but not required. Once you have your tools, the next step is knowing what kind of repair to use. Most visible mending comes down to three approaches: reinforcing, patching, and rebuilding. If the fabric is thinning and is still intact, you can simply reinforce it. Instead of waiting for a hole, you strengthen the area with rows of running stitches, extending beyond the worn spot so the stress is spread out. The goal isn't to make it tight, but supported so the fabric can still move without continuing to break down. If the fabric is torn or missing, you can use a patch. You cut a piece slightly larger than the hole, place it on top or behind, and secure the edges with a whip stitch or a blanket stitch. The edges are where the stress builds up, so that's where your stitching matters the most. Patching replaces what's gone and stabilizes the area so it can keep being worn. If the fabric is very thin or has small holes, you can rebuild it through darning. Instead of adding fabric, you can create it by stitching lines across the area, weaving thread back through them. It takes more time, but it creates a very strong, flexible repair. And often, you'll combine these three approaches. So for example, you can add a patch and then reinforce it with stitching. That combination is what makes repairs last. Before you start, take a moment to really look at the fabric. Is it thinning or torn? Where is the stress coming from? What actually needs support? Choosing the right approach matters more than doing any technique perfectly. So that's our simple introduction to visible mending. If you're just starting, keep it simple. Start with what you have. Try one repair and see how it feels. Visible mending isn't about perfection. It's about keeping your clothes in use and making them your own over time. If you want a little bit more guidance, we have a free guide on our website. So with the link in the description below. You can also find a blog post where we put together a list of resources where you can learn more about visible mending.